Later, this Seattle jewelry artist delivers a fashionable way for mommies to carry around their newborns without lifting a finger. But coming up, we head down to Southern California to meet a man's best friend whose spark is bigger than his bite. That's next on Crafters Coast to Coast.
Woof, woof. Behind the scenes, uncut special.
See what really happens.
Total pandemonium.
I have an emergency project.
Well, it never runs smoothly.
Divine Design Behind the Scenes. Tomorrow night at 9 on HGTV.
Hi, my name is Rick Scott. We're in La Cañada, California. I make auto part art out of 100% recycled auto parts. Hey, let's go down to my garage and I'll show you how I make them. This is where it all happens. The first thing in creating my auto part art is to actually go get the auto parts. These are all my bolts and nuts and little gizmos, stuff I really don't know what the heck it does. Now, what I'm thinking about doing today is building a dog. All right, first thing you gotta do is check out the size. Now, there's two that are a really good size, so let's get some other legs that are the same size. There we go, there's two others. And now we'll need to have a backbone, so I need a long one. We're gonna need some feet. These are awesome. So we'll need 3 toes for each one of the feet. I used all kinds of recycled parts. It doesn't have to be just from an automobile. A cool thing for the dog is his head, when his head bobs up and down. So what I try to do is come up with a cool spring. Next thing I need will be one for his tail. Here we go. This would be really cool. This is a lug nut. Bam, this will give it some good weight. Now we need some parts for the head. Woof, woof. I like big and floppy ears because, again, I'm inspired by my dog named Otis. Otis is really cool. And his ears add tons and tons of expression. And some of the punch pieces that you don't know what you're gonna do with, like this one, it makes a fantastic tongue. And his eyes, we're gonna go back to the trusty ball bearings again. I go to places to get parts. I'll get asked, are you a mechanic? Are you building a car? And I'm like, no, it's actually just for an art project. Now people, they look at me pretty silly and they go, oh, he's probably crazy. Let's go back over here. His back doesn't look long enough to me. So I need to find something else that I can use. I think this one will be great. Looks good. All right, I think I've got all my dog parts together. The next step is I gotta clean them. Gotta get all the grease off so they're easy to weld. And I have to remember to take off my wedding ring, because should I get this in there, I'll get in trouble. Hey Mom, I finally changed into my play clothes. All right, let me gather up my parts, and then I'll go ahead and weld my dog up. Bam! As soon as you strike an arc, it gets dark. Start off here with a foot. All right, here we go. All right, now I think it's starting to look like a dog. The next thing we're gonna put on is we're gonna put on the tail. That's what I love about welding. Welding is like an instant glue. Now for the part that's really awesome. Now the head. I want this dog to be really happy. And I want his tongue to be sticking out. so I'm gonna go ahead and finish welding them up. Okay. I like a really, really shiny tongue. All right, I think I've completed my dog. Oh, wait, here's the key thing I have to do. Now that I took this off, I have to put it back on. Didn't want to weld with my wedding ring on. There we go. Oh, there's one last thing though. The ultimate critic has got to say so. Well, what do you think?
Well, he's pretty cute. Coming up, bragging rights for new mothers are just a handshake away when this jewelry artist gets to work. That's next on Crafters Coast to Coast.